There we go. I I forgot to go live on YouTube at the same time after the music finished. But first thing I want to do is excuse me. Mm. First thing I want to go over uh, some Twitter stuff. You know how we do here. At least that's how we do nowadays. Where should I put this shit? Yeah, let's do it like this. All right, so we're gonna go over some Twitter stuff because I've been trying to do some more Twitter-based content and ish. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying I'm trying not to do just reacts anymore. I'm trying to get more into shit and actually give commentary and do other types of videos. I don't want to do just reactions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really seeing too much growth for just reactions. But anyway, so I want to get into some Twitter shit. So today on Twitter, this is actually part 2, to be honest. I'm trying to start a new segment for my channel. Today on Twitter, today being the 28th of May. Anyway, today on Twitter, you guys remember when Streamer University was a thing? You feel me? Like when Streamer University was going hard. And people were saying Agent was the best teacher. He had the best class. You know what I'm saying? Well, in that class, in his class, you know, he told some streamers that they got brand deals with certain companies. He let them choose out which brand deal that they wanted to go with. But not only did he do that, but it turns out Agent invited, or he says he invited 3 students from Streamer University that won the brand deals, and to give them the house tour of AMP. Here, let me show you.
That chat. After that, I've invited the 3 students that remember when I gave away 3 brand deals for 5 chat. After that, I've invited the 3 students remember when I gave away 3 brand deals for $5,000 a piece. I invited them to the AMP house to see if we could work on the execution of their brand deal. So I'm actually really excited for that because we get to see some familiar faces, okay? And I get a chance to show them that chat. After that, I've invited the 3 students remember when I gave away 3 brand deals for $5,000 a piece. I invited them to the AMP house to see if we could work on the execution of their brand deal. So
shout out to Agent, you know, for being the one to do this. Like, yeah, Kai was like, all right, here, we're gonna do some Streamer University type shit. And Agent was like, all right, bet I'm a top off that and do a little more. You know what I'm saying? Get to see streamers some brand deals. And now he's inviting them to his crib, the AMP crib. He's gonna give him a house tour. That's what's up. Like when I talk about Streaming University being such a big, you know, a big deal for a lot of streamers, such a big thing, such a possibility the possibility that could come from that for them. You know what I'm saying? This is some of the type of shit I meant, like not just brand deals, but you know, and talking about brand deals and getting, you know, streamers used to dealing with brand deals, but also, hey, come through to the AMP house. We're gonna show you around and possibly talk about things that, you know, you might need for your streaming crib once you get it. That's what's up though. So shout out to Agent for that. So here's the students. The students are SD, Kai, and Kai Uwus. Remember her, the one that was crying because she got called unattractive? Yeah. I still hope she makes it big, you know what I'm saying? But you can't let just someone calling you unattractive, you can't let that stop you from being a streamer. You can't let that, you know what I'm saying, keep you from doing your thing. You feel me? But yeah, here's this.
Me too, but I just love drinking shit all the time.
Me too, I ain't gonna
So this area here, like dining, you feel me? In case you need like a chat for your stream or something like that, you could just walk around with one of these. Feel me? You can put your chat on here, walk around one of these, it's its own computer.
It's classified.
Yeah. And this TV works too, so sometimes if we're in the basketball court, we'll just plug this in and then use the TV as a chat as well.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Pool table in case you guys play pool?
Real quick. Now, if you remember in the Streamer University, Agent was the one who got his room messed up by Jay and Silent Bob. No, not Jay and Silent Bob. Jay and something. I forgot the other guy's name, the big guy's name. But for him to go through that Streamer University and then to invite some random people from Streamer University, obviously he picked out which ones he invited, but you know, to have that trust that, you know, someone else isn't gonna turn around and do that to him again, that's good shit right there. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm not that good neither, but I play sometimes. So that's this. And then honestly, this area here is fire. Like, this is where most people spend the time now. Like, anytime something's happening in the house, this is like the watch party area. So like, when Kai was announcing like the Streamer U candidates, everybody in the house was chilling right here, just watching it with everybody at home. So we're reacting to it right here.
Wait, so the Shopify thing, that's how many?
So that's broken. That's how much sold on the first day. It's broken now.
Damn.
Me too, but
that's what's up, man. So they got the brand deals and they got a nice little tour from the AMP house. Low key, I'm surprised none of them are streaming. Maybe they asked, hey, can we stream it? And Agent's like, probably not. Nah, you don't want to do that. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't feel like streaming. But if I could have streamed it, I would have streamed it. Like, that seems like you know what I'm saying? But Agent's streaming that shit anyway. But anyway, so shout out to them as well. Congratulations to SC, Kai, and Coach for winning the brand deals and getting that tour of the AMP house. That's what's up. So here's Agent going over some more questions, you know what I'm saying, that they might have had. Title says, Agent gives one of his students from Streamer University, Kai, the Kai Ooze chick, a rundown on what to do with their brand deals that they go. What to do with their brand deal that they go? That they got, I think they meant. But anyway, here.
Other bags that they have in their catalog. You can talk about the founder here, Shay Mitchell. The bags are designed.
And this is, again, it's like Agent just dropping jewels for everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's streaming this. This is recorded, like, it's out there. So even if you weren't at Streamer University, you could still grab some knowledge from, you know, just these clips that Agent be, you know, given. These are jewels, man. You better pick them up. You know what I'm saying? You better pay attention. Oops.
To make your everyday easier. So they have like pretty generic talking points. You hit most of them even in what you just said right there. So part of it is like sometimes they strictly want certain things talked about. But find out if they're flexible, because it's easier for you to deliver the talking points if they're flexible about how you can deliver them. Like Webull was really flexible. They were like, there's 2 things you should not do. Aside from that, just use the product and then speak on it. And so the flexibility is not too common.
I got Webull. I used to have it. I used to use it when I was into like crypto and stuff. Not anymore. So I got rid of all that shit.
Sometimes they have a bad experience with a content creator and they're like, fuck no, like I don't want. They got PTSD, and the next content creator they deal with, awful experience. That's gonna happen, you feel me? But you just don't wanna be that content creator. You wanna be the one that gives them a good experience. You wanna be the first one they think of next time they got a budget that opens up. So reach out. Like, you guys don't know the point person for this? Find out.
Again, Agent dropping some jewels for you fools that need some hope. But y'all better pay attention. You know what I'm saying? He may not be talking to you directly right in front of your face, but this knowledge that he's given, you could use that. Take that and run with it. Here's some more of that, the same clip.
Like most content creators been victim to accepting the Raid Shadow Legends deal. The generic, you know, everybody gets them, but it's a...
Bro, everybody... I mean, all the, like, known streamers got that shit, bro. Holy...
Bag.
By the way, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitch, like the video. You know, your boy's trying to make moves, you know what I'm saying?
And it's gonna help you get to where you want.
Right.
It just depends on your circumstance. Yeah. You know, so I wanna say, like, there's no shame in accepting something if you need it in that moment. I don't like shaming people for that because most people would. Right. Dead ass. Most people would. And as you get more and more comfortable, now you get picky. You get me? Now you only work with brands that you really fuck with. Now, like, you want your whole portfolio to be bangers and good experiences. And as soon as you get that, I swear it's momentum, bro. As you do stuff that works, more stuff starts coming in your direction. More brands see the stuff you're doing and stuff like that. So this only really happened because they saw my first class. Like, they liked it. So a brand might see what you do here, and they might.
And again, we saw Agent's class. We talked about that shit. It's everybody. Like, I agree with everybody else. He was the best. He had the best class, and then he goes beyond that and goes and puts in work after the class just to make sure these streamers are good, bro. Like, how many people do you know will do that for you, huh? How many people? Not just participate in the event itself, but take it farther and invite you to their crib, show you around the crib, and then talk to you about any questions you have on, brand deals and shit like that. Like, who's gonna do that for you, bro? Shout out to Agent, man. Like, not many people are like that. That's what's up, though. And now, speaking on Agent, real quick, I forgot what we were getting ready to move on to. Speaking on Agent, you know what I'm saying? Today, on the day of 5/28, it seems he was heading over to a dealership to buy this used car that it's one of his dream cars. You know what I'm saying? The car is a Chrysler Pacifica. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know which year he was going for, but here it is, Chrysler Pacifica. Looks like it's got a 2024 version and a 2025 version, at least on the website. But I don't know which one he was going for, whether it was 2024 or 2025, or whether it was like the Select, the Limited, or the Pinnacle. But it was just used version, and he's been wanting a minivan. I don't know why he's been craving a minivan, but hey, for me personally, not right now. It's not my style. But it didn't really matter to him which, in my opinion, it doesn't matter which one he got. But to me, or to him, it also didn't matter how old the car was, or how used the car was, how many miles it had, because he was planning on taking the engine out anyway and replacing that. That being said, you know what I'm saying, he went on a little tour. Hold on, oh crap, what was I just doing? All right. No. We'll go to this one. Yeah. No, wait. What am I looking for? Was I looking for that one? I was looking for that one. He went on a little tour with the car, you know what I'm saying? This is the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. No, it's not, because this is the car. This is the truck. It doesn't have a little Chrysler symbol. But yeah, I guess I put it away. But he went on a little tour, you know what I'm saying? He got to test drive the car and all of that. But by the time he was ready to drive the car, it turns out, by the time he was ready to buy the car, it turns out someone bought it under him. Well, maybe not under him, but like they bought it. It was the last one they had, which is weird because he went test driving in one before. So I don't know. I guess he test drove it, but they found out that they couldn't sell it to him because it was already bought, money down on it. But this is his reaction to finding out that the Pacifica was already taken.
I can't say that.
That one just sold.
Say you swear to God.
Swear to God. Yeah. You know who it sold to?
Who?
People bought it. Just bought it.
This thief.
You just bought it. You supposed to come Monday? When you was at Monday, man?
I tried to come yesterday, but on Google it had said it closed at 8. But then it was like 7. I was supposed to come, but then I tried calling, but no one picked up. But then I lost your card, so I couldn't call you.
Yeah.
You gotta get 2 cards next time.
Yeah, we'll get 2 cards. It's just sold, bro. Let me see.
No, we got plenty of other.
Like, is it locked?
Nah, it's locked.
It's locked.
Like he put money down?
Oh yeah.
Locked in, throw the key away. Yeah.
I mean, is that white one free? You know?
Like,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's white, like kind of crazy.
I don't care about the color. I like the fact that car had a lot of miles on it because I was gonna.
So yeah, the white one I saw him test driving. So maybe the white one is the one that was free, and that's the one he ended up test driving. But the one that he was looking at originally, that one got taken.
Place the engine anyway.
Yeah.
Copy. I think we got something we could.
So we do have another one. It's a hybrid. I don't know if.
Now I do know that he ended up like not really going with it, at least not right now. You know what I'm saying? And the person he was talking to, the seller he was talking to, was talking about trying to find another one for him through an auction. So, you know, there's agent's dream car is still unattained, but it's not unattainable. Feel me? But I do want to go over this this other clip, because when Agent was checking, I'm guessing this is the white one they were checking out, but when Agent was checking that one out, when he was checking out the white Pacifica, his car got took. Like his act, the one that he drove there to, you know, check out the other cars. Let me show you. Yeah, his car got carjacked, bro. Let me show you.
Right, they can go underneath the. Is that my shit? Is that my shit? That's my truck. That's my truck. That's my truck. Yo, that's my truck. That's my truck. That's my truck. Get me a fucking car. Give me a car. That's my truck. That's my fucking truck. Give me a car. Give me a car. Give me some keys. Get me some keys.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie, man. If obviously I don't know what would have happened. Like, did he leave his keys in the car on, and somebody just, you know what I'm saying, it's all that shit. It was like, yo, I'm taking this. Like, if that happened to me, I'd be freaked out too. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, from the dealer's point of perspective, they probably are not in a rush to get him any keys, because it's like, why would we want you to do a car chase in one of our cars that you haven't bought? You know what I'm saying? But I would be freaking out too. But hey, I know you might be freaking out as well, but hey, relax, bro. It was just a prank. Check this shit out.
There's 3 trackers on this bitch. There is three trackers on this.
So one of Agent's friend, Waleed, is the one that drove off with the truck.
I was good. Hey, we were going on a hunt.
I was ready to die.
We were going on a hunt if that wasn't Waleed. You asshole. I would kill you, bro. I'm so sorry. I thought someone stole my car. Yeah. He knows. I told him to cut that out.
Down, bro.
But yeah, I mean, that's when you have friends like that, who needs enemies. But you know, that's a scary moment for anybody, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Even if your friends are playing a prank on you, you're gonna feel some type of way after the fact. But let me know what you guys would do if you know what I'm saying, we're getting your car jacked. What would you end up doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel about that? Agent said his had 3 trackers on it. That's what's up. But are you gonna get there in time? You know what I'm saying? And if you do get there, where did they drive the car? Did they have people that can defend it, and like, you don't want to fuck with it anyway, you just want to let it go? What's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? But I saw this little clip of Agent and his road rage. Here, let me show you.
Whoever's buying all the cars before I get him, stop. Okay? Grow some fucking balls!
It's like he heard the other person honk, and he's like, oh, time to honk. What's up, cat?
You have to take the left. At some point, just take the left into the median and then get into your lane. Have you not learned how to drive? Holy smokes. And then he's gonna crash! What the fuck is he doing?
Bro.
So he had like 80 chances to go, and then he chose right when another car was coming. That's Atlanta driving. I don't know, bro. Whoever's buying all the cars before I get him, stop. Okay?
So, like, low key, if you're the person that people are honking at, and maybe they just don't drive in Atlanta. Maybe they're new to Atlanta. Maybe they're visiting. Maybe they're passing through. and they're just like not used to the Atlanta traffic and shit like that. But if you're the person being honked at and you're being pressured to go, I mean, you're bound to make a mistake like that. You might accidentally, go when you shouldn't go, and might actually almost get into a crash. So it feels like Agent, it wasn't his fault entirely, but it feels like he put in to that near crash. The fuck? That cat? That cat fur? Anyway, I feel like Agent added to the person's anxiety about going, and then which almost caused a person to get into an accident. But you know what I'm saying? Road rage is road rage. You can yo, what up, MCM? How you doing, bro? But road rage is road rage. What you're doing, just because you're pissed that they won't go, doesn't mean you want to. I know you don't want to actually push them into doing something that will get them into an accident. But people need to keep in mind that your road rage might get that person into an accident because they're rushing and their anxiety builds and they do some stupid shit. But anyway, I just wanted to show that because I was like, damn, I didn't know Agent had road rage. But yeah, Agent got road rage. So this next clip I wanted to show, if I can find it, is no, not that one. I guess it's all done for now. Whoa. But anyway, as far as Agent goes, that's all. That's the update I have on him. I did want to talk about some other ish. Yo, is my cat yeah, my cat's meowing. I don't know why. But the next thing I wanted to talk about, when it comes to streaming university, we did touch on a little bit on the DDG and India love situation, but there's also that Duke Dennis and India love situation. You know what I'm saying? Low key, maybe high key, but for real, that shit is kind of messy. Like you flirting with two dudes back and forth, and they're in the same university, and you just you know what I'm saying? It's a little messy. You feel me? And they both friends. You know what I'm saying? Or at least I'm pretty sure they're friends. Sometimes they act like they play defense against each other. But I guess I'm not the only one who thought that was kind of messy, because here, let me show you. Well, India Love started fighting with her own sister after Streamer University ended because she thought India was doing too much by constantly flirting with DDG and Duke Dennis. You know what I'm saying? Man, let me show you.
What she said.
Oh my God.
So I'm thanking you for apologizing, because I'm not making this up. You did say some really weird, mean things, and as a sister that is only 2 years older than me, I would think you would know me pretty well to know what's...
That is only 2 years older than me. When it comes down to it, does it matter how much older she is to you? Does it? 1 second. The reason why I ask if it matters that they're only 2 years older than you, an outside perspective is an outside perspective. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people need advice or something from someone's knowledge from an outside perspective. Excuse me. On how someone else sees a situation from apart from how you see your own situation. They might be able to give you some knowledge that you don't even know you need. But yeah.
It's real and what's a show. Okay. And sometimes you have to put on a show. And I think you should not jump to judgy land so quick.
I can work on that.
So she's saying it was just a show because, Streaming University and they're streaming and blah, blah, blah. But it's just a show for you to act like a 304. and like flirting with multiple men. I guess that's for her. That's just a show. I guess women want to see that kind of thing, you know. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I could link with someone like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a show is one position over from relax, bro. It's just a prank. So like we've already got like fake love story things happening with like not just the real world shit, but like the Bachelor type shit, shows like that. We've already got that fake love story happening because they don't actually have to get married or actually fall in love or actually to be together after the end of the show. So if I'm a streamer and I'm doing IRL, I don't need a girl trying to play that same fake love type shit on me. For what reason? Like, I don't personally need that if just because she thinks it's a good idea and it's just for show. Like, it's relax, bro. It's just a show. So you mean all the feelings I've accumulated for you during this event mean nothing because it's just a show to you and you were just putting on the act for the viewers. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? I don't need my mind played with like that. That shit would piss me off. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.
Thank you.
I liked that.
Thank you,
good,
Chris.
You guys.
I'm not telling you guys what she said because I don't want to say it.
Did she just diss your sister in front of you?
But she was basically saying it. I don't know what she said because.
Or is this the sister? I think this is the sister, isn't it? Because look at that. After she said that, look at how she looks at her.
I'm not telling.
Okay, I guess she didn't really look at her. Maybe it's like she tried to pass her eyes past her without looking at her. Or maybe, I don't know, but just seemed weird. Maybe I'm just looking too much into it. Let me know.
I'm not telling you guys what she said because I don't want to say it.
It's rude and mean.
But she was basically like I was doing too much. She was saying I was doing way too much. I was being flirty.
Is this the sister? On the right?
No, it's okay what she said.
Oh my God.
So I'm.
But yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, that's a little messy, a little too much. I get, you know, it's just for show, and you're trying to, you know, get people excited and shit like that. To me, from my perspective, it would make you seem like a 304, and I would just be like uninterested. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go for someone who doesn't know what they want. You know what I'm saying? If either you choose, no, Swoozy said this a long time ago in one of his videos. Either you choose me or you lose me. I ain't nobody's plan B. You feel me? Like that's how that shit. I vibe with that shit, bro. So now I kind of go with that shit. Here it is. I think this is it. This is a clip from it at least.
Tim and my girl got together. They were dating, and about 2 months later, they broke up. And guess who she came crawling back to? And you know what I said? Say it with me for those that know. I ain't nobody's plan B. Either you choose me or you lose me.
Facts, bro. And when this merch first came out, damn it. When this Thug Life merch came out and this damn it. Holy shit. When these shirts came out, you know I had to cop them. I don't know where they are now, but I had them. I wore them. But yeah, anyway, that's how I be feeling. You know what I'm saying? So if I was one of them, I would have been like, nah, I'm at the first sign of her flirting with someone else, I would have been like, I'm out. I don't really care. I'm not gonna chase you. I know my worth. And either you choose me or you lose me. I ain't nobody's plan B. Feel me? But that being said, speaking of DDG, it seems that he and Playboy Max was at a party chilling the other day, you know, or last night, you know what I'm saying? And DDG started playing quote unquote Hall of Fame defense on Playboy Max. Plackboy Max, sorry. When he started when Plackboy started talking to India. Here, let me show you.
Yeah, I'm 22.
Nice. Are you?
This is what I made part of you. 29?
Plackboy's 22? Damn.
It's like 25. Yeah. Like y'all. I like the top of your arm. I like it more.
Yeah, low key.
He like it.
Low key. Look at that. That's the face of a hating. Yo. Don't you talk to my girl, bro. Don't talk to my girl, bro. We got problems? Hey. Don't talk to my you know, yes, that's a mad look, bro. You know he mad.
I like it more than he like it. What'd you say?
Yeah. That song is one of my favorites of all time.
What song?
Pink Dress.
You fuck with that shit?
As soon as it comes on, you gotta let go of it.
It's a banger.
It's timeless. It's never gonna go out of style.
Yeah, Lil Bro be doing his thing.
Damn. Even little bro'd him. I mean DDG, bro. That's a little much, don't you think? You even little bro'd him? Ooh. That's rough. That's rough. Look at Max, bro. Yeah, he hate that shit too. He's like, this nigga. Is he really blocking me right now? Is he really? Nigga. That's what that face says, bro. But, so it's not just that. That's the only highlight we have for the party. You know what I'm saying? Look, we have like this little. They were getting together around this little fire. You know what I'm saying? Outside, kind of outside. You feel me? But some chick said that men eating marshmallows gives her the ick. And this is Plackboy Max's reaction to that shit.
Yeah. I don't like messy. I don't like a nigga that eats marshmallows.
What?
Look, yo, DDG looking faded though. He's like, damn, someone just threw the marshmallows. I was planning on eating one of those. Shit. Damn, I'm hungry as fuck. Hey, we should have got him some chocolate and some graham crackers, man. Could have made some bomb ass s'mores. That's what what's going through his mind, in my opinion.
Oh, shit! Why would you do that? Max, we needed that!
I hate marshmallows. No. Hold on, wait. Hold on, slow down.
What did that do? It was that deep.
No.
Are you serious?
Go back to Max. Oh my God. She said she hated them. She said she hate when niggas eat them. She said she hate when nigga, why we eating them then? But what about her? Oh my gosh.
You didn't even take my feelings into consideration before you did that. That's the type of niggas I hate.
Low key, fuck your feelings. High key, fuck your feelings. Like, anything a man does these days gives a girl the ick. Like, I'm sure there's bitches out there that say, a man breathing gives me the ick. Fuck your feelings, bitch. Shit. I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do. I don't care if you like it or not. And I don't think Max or any of them should give a fuck if they're mad that he threw the marshmallows. You know what I'm saying? It's like, men eating marshmallows gives you the ick. Man, give me all of them marshmallows. Fuck you and your feelings, shit. And then you want to complain first you say I hate that about the hate niggas like that when it's like comes to eating the marshmallows. It gives me the ick. I hate niggas like that. And he throws the fucking marshmallows away. You didn't even give me you didn't consider my feelings. I hate niggas like that. Shut the fuck up. Damn. Y'all just hate niggas. That's it. Like, shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
She hate niggas like you, nigga.
Anyway, I don't really care about that thing. That's just my opinion. Like, the whole ick thing is like, It only gives you the ick because you feel like it's popular to say, or you don't like the person. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, next thing I wanted to talk about is still about the party. But, you know what I'm saying? Silky had come in. Let me show you. Silky had come in and be a W man when he noticed fine shit was giving Playboy Max a hard time about not helping her cook. Like, what? All right, so let's see. How did he come in and give a W? You know what I'm saying? If you have a man that can give a W like that, you should consider that man's being in your circle. You know what I'm saying? Your small circle.
Damn, our shrimp look good as hell.
Fuck off, fuck out of here. You didn't.
No, right. Strip look good. Bro, like, you feel me? Whole time I
was doing like album promo. He was doing album promo just now. He had to do album promo. I was trying to promote my shit like they be saying I don't promote enough. Feel me? That's all I was doing.
Over there? Yeah, over there. And I was over here making the shrimp.
Oh. No, but that's why he told me. He sent me. He was like, "Yo, go help Ryan with the shrimp." That's why I came over here.
But you didn't even come and help either.
No, I did. I did a little stir while you was doing a little shit over here, and then I passed it to you real quick. Went over there. And you feel like you did something.
Nah, but look, though, you gotta understand. I understand. Let me. Okay. Hold on. Let me.
So like, yeah.
He was in a.
Hold on, damn your head. Yeah, baby. Yeah, hold on. This my brother. This my brother right here. You see this? Yeah. Damn, our shrimp look good.
It's a rare dub. It's a dub. You know what I'm saying? He did throw a little flirt in, a little flirt in himself, but it's a dub still for, you know what I'm saying, W wingman type shit. You know what I'm saying? But so fuck your marshmallows. Anyway, let me know if you would help your man's out. If you saw your man's, you know, in need of your help or some help, would you do the same for him? Or would you try to slide in behind his back? Excuse me. Hopefully you chose the right answer and said you would help him out. Huh. Anyway. Trying to make sure the cat wasn't over there. Anyway. Playboy Max and DDG performed their hit song Pink Dreads together for the first time last night. Here, check this out.
He said he a rapper, I ain't never heard his song once. Fucking with my son, I'll shoot a nigga door up. Everybody started acting weird when I glowed up. If I get a deal, I get that max pay. When I argue with my girl, she's in the essay. I'm rapping listening when I'm chilling on my rest days. I'm trying to kick it with the whole, I'm being messy. I'm rapping listening when I'm chilling on my rest days. That max pay. When I argue with my girl, she's in the essay. I'm rapping listening when I'm chilling on my rest days. I'm trying to kick it with the whole, I'm being messy. Niggas hating on me cause I turn my son up. Little did he think he ain't even turned one. But listen, yo, my rock, he only wear the world. I said he got a play, but he ain't need to turn. Hold on. Yeah, I'm fucking people. That's my friend though. Pull up in a beamer, not no Benz hoe. Freak hoe, acting like an angel. She wanna take a trip out to Cancun. Came on with the bros and we stayed there. 100 racks a day, yeah, this ain't fair. Yeah, I hit your horns and have pink hair. Whip for my horn and have pink hair. When I'm out of town, I drop 50 like I'm cold. 24. Oh, 50. I don't want to meditate just cause I'm always rocking home.
It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's the lyrics are good. You know what I'm saying? However, for me, it's the same generic shit that most niggas be talking about, bro. Like there's like 95% rappers, right? That talk about the same type of shit. Women, money, drugs, cars, clothes, all that. And then there's like 5% of rappers who talk about different shit. So I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying the song's bad. I'm saying it's good, you know, the lyrics are good and everything like that, but it's generic. It's and by generic I mean it's what you would hear on well shit like a movie or just on a show, like in the background and in the club music You know what I'm saying? It's like it's shit that that rappers always talk about. That most rappers always talk about. That doesn't mean that it's song's bad, but it is generic in my opinion.
I have a bitch, only number that I know. They hate when I, but they love when I was poor. Balenciaga trips, I fucked around and bought the stove. Bought the stove. Bought the stove. Bought the stove. When I'm out of town, I be tripping. I be oh.
That's what's up though. They doing their thing. I like that. I like to see people win. I like to see all people win. Shit, I like to see myself win the most though. Anyway, I got a few more things I want to talk about. 2 more things, just random shit. You know what I'm saying? So your rage was watching One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Shit got crazy. Hey, let me show. I don't know if I'm gonna get hit by fucking copyright. Here, let me show you.
Yo, what the freaky ass show got going on, bro?
Who's that sugar?
I paused that time. But this is like the meme where it's like when you're watching anime alone versus when your parents walk in. This is what shows when your parents walk in.
What the fuck is that? What the hell is that? Yo, did he put his cock? Is that invisible dick? Yo, what the hell is that? What is that? Why is she blushing? Yo, what the fuck is this show? Is that Ghost dick? Oh my! He dick slapped the bitch.
I haven't finished watching One Piece, bro. I'm like somewhere on between episode 500 and 600. I'm five something. You know what I'm saying? But so I don't know what scene that is. He's probably way past me. But I still got another 500 episodes, or at max for another 500 episodes left. More than that now because it's past 1,000 episodes. Way past that, I'm sure. Bro, I got other anime I need to catch up on, and I'm always busy doing this. Yeah, that might take a second. It might take a second to actually finish One Piece. Might take a long ass second. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was Soul Illuminati, and where he might be going, what platform he might be moving to. You know what I'm saying? Because Kick's not really doing deals, but he talked to Aiden, and apparently, I'm guessing Aiden's trying to work on something for him. I don't know, but we already know that Kick doesn't really do deals anymore. And Aiden says it's because that people after they got the deal, they got lazy and started, and they took the money and just got lazy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put any work into the actual streams. And one of the people he named guilty of doing this was Bruce dropped him off. That being said, he has nothing to do with this, what Soul's about to talk about. But Soul Illuminati, he's trying to find a place to go. I'm thinking he might get stuck on Twitch, but it looks like we talked last time about how Kick isn't trying to get a deal with him either, because if they don't, or even if they don't, he'll get banned on. They think he'll get permanently banned on Twitch, regardless, at some point in time, and so he'll have no choice but to go to Kick for free or to go to another streaming platform. And I guess they're thinking that he'll go to Kick for free. I don't know, but I know Soul's looking to make a move, and I'm thinking he might have to end up on just doing Twitch, or he might simul stream on Twitch and YouTube. I don't know, and TikTok. But anyway, here's this.
They did a new terms of service, making sure you don't promote or say anything about. They did a new terms of service, making sure you don't promote or say anything about other streaming platforms, especially if you're somebody who do multi-stream and you stream on YouTube or Twitch or TikTok and Twitch at the same time. They made sure you can't speak on no shit. You can't send people to other platforms. You know they did that because of me. Do y'all know this?
I thought high key. I thought they did that because of Trainwreck. I thought they did that a long time ago. I didn't think they did that just now. I thought they did it a long time ago, and they did it, and then they did it because of Trainwreck, like or because of like Trainwreck and Aiden. I'm pretty sure both of them, like when they first moved over to Kick, they would hop on to Twitch, chill there for a second, and then move to Kick, and they would say, "Hey, we're going here next. You know, follow us over." I thought that's why they did it. I thought they did it a long time ago. But he's saying they recently just added that.
I never supposed to went live because if I get banned, by me getting banned, I lose leverage with deals. So they looking at it like, okay, he banned, he need us now, so they could try to fuck me over. So my lawyer telling me, don't go live. Nigga took me out motherfuckers took me out to eat yesterday. Ain't nobody did shit for me in a very long time. Nigga, I went out to eat yesterday. I didn't even know it other streaming platforms called Party and Big O and all. Bro, everything is popping out ever since people know I'm like out here now. And once again, my Twitch manager hit me up after my stream and told me I still made some violations. I couldn't say virgin on Twitch. You can't say virgin. You can't call a nigga a virgin. It's against TOS. That's tough.
That's low key. That's kind of strict in my opinion. It's kind of strict. But is it because of like harassment or some shit? Did that kind of thing start? I think was that something like that. Sounds like it would be put in place due to a woman calling another man a virgin or something like that. I don't know. Probably not though. Not on Twitch.
That's tough. I just don't know where I'm gonna be streaming at. I already spoke with Aiden the day before yesterday, and I told Aiden straight up because right now Aiden is kind of pushed to the side by the higher ups on Kick. It's like they ain't really listening to him right now, and they selling the fucking bag, and it has nothing to do with Aiden. So to be honest with y'all, we could just be right back grinding next month on Twitch, but it's gonna be very, very tough for me not to get banned because the content gonna get better and better and better. And most importantly, like I told y'all, I just don't want to get banned. I don't want to have to keep questioning everything about TOS. I told y'all it's about the long run. If I got banned twice in 1 month, just having fun with y'all, I don't know how safe I am next month, the month after, bringing all this lit content to Twitch and they treat me like a fucking slave. Y'all putting in new TOS because y'all thought I was going to come on Twitch talking about Kick. I didn't mention Kick not one time on my last stream. But y'all put that new terms of service in for me. I'm not stupid. So right now my lawyer's telling me, bro, don't go live at all because it's bigger than just you just showing up. You could fuck up your deal in the future. I'm not listening to none of that, man, because at the end of the day, man, I had a fucking schedule that y'all destroyed, man.
And I get what he's saying because he's like it's a fear of being on Twitch because especially after getting banned twice in 1 month. Now, like he also had like a sleep stream planned, and you know, since they're watching him like that, what if he gets banned while he's doing that? And the reason is it's so random that it's like no one else got banned for it, but they've done it before. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I get why he's hesitant about being on Twitch, but it looks like he's being put in a position where he has no choice but to keep going on Twitch. Because I'm not sure if anybody's going to try. Well, if Kick doesn't offer a deal, what about the other companies that are noticing that, are watching this, like the smaller ones? Are they gonna be like, well, if they didn't offer you a deal, maybe we shouldn't either? Or will they be like, well, Kick is bigger than they are, so if Kick didn't offer them a deal, they have to offer one just to make sure they land such a big streamer or like such a big personality. I don't know. But anyway, that's all I got right now for Twitch shit. So I'm gonna go do some regular reactions, but yeah, don't forget to follow me on Twitch. Links in the description below. And yeah, take care. Peace. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about Next thing I want to talk about. Close that. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Why the fuck I've seen this?
Omni-Man floated.
I haven't seen that one.
Tokyo.
Or that one. What the fuck? Anyway. Oh man. I already seen it. I don't want to watch it again. It was some FNAF found footage. I haven't seen a new one in a while. I thought I found a new one. Apparently I didn't. Well, maybe I did. Check this shit out. All right. So, it's been a while since we saw a FNAF found footage video. Low key, I was just like waiting for some of the ones I love to watch, you know, actually make another video. But I had to go looking this time. I didn't find any new ones from any of the ones that people I usually follow. So I had to go back to one of the first people I started following, and low key I forgot. So my bad. But this one is by the YouTube channel Magic. Now here, let me show you. The Rabbit FNAF found footage. Obviously, we know who it's gonna be about. But yeah, links will be in the description below. Check out Magic, and let's check out this video. He's usually got some good stuff, so if I remember correctly, I wouldn't have remembered him. I remember the name if I didn't know. If I didn't like him. So I guess this is the security guard, and they're actively at work, obviously, watching the monitors and shit. But, bro, what the? I like the design of Springtrap. That's dope. I like that. It's for some, you know how they're the nightmare animatronics? It kind of looks like it would fit in with those. Bro, hide. Run. Don't stay there. What are you doing? Bro, he's staring at. Hell no, man. He knows you're watching, huh? I bet he knows you're watching. Why are you just standing there? Bro, I don't get a lot of these, like, horror videos. It's like, why are you just sitting? Why aren't you doing anything that could help you? Like, you know, it looks like he's going after you, in my opinion. Why are you just sitting there watching this? Is this not in? Is this currently not in real time? Then why aren't you trying to get away? Why aren't you trying to leave? Why aren't you trying to like hide? Why aren't you trying to like? Where's your sense of self-preservation? Survive, bitch. Shit. Oh. I was gonna say you could try to hide in one of the suits. But it looks like he's checking those too. That's creepy. At least it broke up the monotony of watching this shit. Nigga, put the mask back down. Damn. Ugly ass. Why aren't you trying to run? You waited for that thing to come to you. Remember that. Remember that. You waited for that thing to come to you. You waited for this thing to come to you. This thing was looking at you in the goddamn cameras. Watching you. Watching you watch it. And you waited for this thing to come to you. All right, bro, you deserve this. I hope you got a plan. Is that what you did? Just close the door? Now you want to try hiding? Nigga. At least hide under the desk, or at least get into the vent already. You should have been in the vent. Look at that thing. You know that thing saw you, right? You waited. You waited. You saw him, you could hear him, and I bet you thought he couldn't open doors. You thought he couldn't open doors, huh? Nah, this nigga opened the door right away. He said, "What's up, bro? What you doing? I see you kind of on all fours. That's appropriate, because I am about to f the shit out of you. I'm about to do you dirty. Raw. No kind of, like, bro, you watched him watch you on the cameras moving towards you. And then you wait for him to open the door when you know he's right outside. You wait for him. All right, bro. You braver than me, fam. Turtle power. You gonna wait for him to grab your leg before you actually try to run? You're gonna wait for him to bend down and look at you before you actually run? Then you're gonna wait for him to start chasing you under the vents before you actually start running? What are you gonna, bro, when are you gonna actually leave? You look like you survived. But you didn't. How did he not kill you already? I guess that was just like the howl, the first attack. The howl induces fear and hallucinations. Springtrap used howl. It's super effective. Okay. What? What? What the fuck? So was that Springtrap just like, and who's behind him? It looks like a pumpkin head, to be honest. That's behind him. Yeah, or maybe it was Freddy. Yeah. But anyway, maybe it was the guy you just took out. You like put him in a new suit. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That was good. Again, like, despite me being annoyed about the guy that didn't want to run, I just stood and watched. The design was good. The sound effects were good. The you know, the what little voice acting there was good. But that sometimes that's all you need to make a good video great. So I liked it. Weird. But I kind of, I don't know. I kind of wish it was. I want to know how Springtrap got behind him so quickly. Like he just knew where the vent exited. He's like, yo, I know how to get there. I got the blueprints in my brain, bro. I'm good. I don't know, but he just popped up behind him and took him out. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I liked it. I'm just mad that the guy just stayed there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really like a chase. He didn't run and like bro, you like I always think about like what would be like in real life. You know, imagine that shit. Like what in your position and what would you be doing? You know what I'm saying? If you found yourself in that position. And I was just like, bro, run. Like, what are you doing? But anyway, yeah, links in the description below. Peace. Okay. That was good. That was good. But I mostly watched that for nostalgia's sake because I like FNAF and I like people's own interpretation of the story. But what I also like is SCP now, because I don't know, I've been getting into it recently. You've seen the videos, and yeah, I keep watching SCP animated videos, but I didn't imagine people putting SCP against like popular cartoon characters and things like that. You know, like what if SCP-05, the council, whatever, went against Omni-Man. Hey, let me show you. Bam. Oops. SCP's 05 Council versus Omni-Man. I don't know how this would work. I mean, I like, wouldn't he just? We've seen Omni-Man versus aliens before in the actual show, so that didn't work out pretty well for them. So I don't know how this is gonna work out. But again, this is SCP and not aliens. Links in the description below. This is by the YouTube channel SCP Explained Story and Animation. Let's get it.
Next to the circle, his feet hovering just off the ground. He was staring at death itself, better known to the highest echelons of the SCP Foundation as 0513. It wasn't the robed Grim Reaper of Old English legend. Instead, it was a fog of ghostly faces melting into and out of each other. The room was littered with the lifeless bodies of guards and mobile task force agents. They had been no match for the unstoppable force of the Viltrumite, who had only one goal in mind: to topple the SCP Foundation. One of the most powerful organizations on Earth was defeated. The path would be clear for the Viltrumite takeover of Earth.
I like that. I like how they use that as the story, the reason why Omni-Man is there in the first place. I always like it when people give a good intro story. Like the character just doesn't pop up there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, this is why he's there. And it definitely plays in with his original story from the actual show. Well, and from the actual comic. I like that shit.
He'd already faced off against a vast number of standard Foundation goons with advanced weaponry. Now, he was ready to dispense with the game. He would strike directly at the heart of the Foundation's power, the enigmatic 05 Council. One by one, he would hunt down and eliminate the incredibly powerful and highly secretive ruling body of the entire organization. And Omni-Man was just starting from 13 and working backwards all the way to number 1. And 13 just so happened to be the force of death itself.
Why start with 13 though? Also, can he even physically attack? Does that thing have a physical body? Can he physically actually attack it? Or like his hands go straight through it? That thing looks like a cloud, bro.
And was just starting from 13 and would be the force of death itself, trapped inside an arcane circle in an off-the-books facility in New Mexico. Even a figure.
Look, that thing like a cloud, or like can you punch it? Can you physically attack it? Like, how are you gonna? I don't know, man.
You're as powerful and dangerous as Omni-Man could see the novelty in getting to encounter the personification of death itself firsthand. You're about to taste freedom. Hope you're grateful, he said. Death whispered, I hope you get to taste it one day too. I'm in control of my own actions. Yes, as far as you know. With a single punch.
Yo, the whole free will concept, it's an interesting debate. I saw this AI debate about it. Maybe I'll do a video on it because that shit was interesting.
Omni-Man destroyed the ritual ground setup that kept the entity bound. It dissipated like smoke and vanished entirely. 1 down, 12 to go. He used Viltrumite technology to extract information from the databanks at the site. Surprisingly, it wasn't hard to find the clues that would lead him to his next target. How foolish. Perhaps they never expected people to make it all this way, so their encryptions were weaker here. Either way, it would be a fatal mistake for them all. The next mission led him to Europe, a quick hour-long flight. F-31 jets tried to keep pace with him, subjecting him to a barrage of missiles and machine gun fire, most of which he easily ducked and weaved around. Eventually, he dropped back and destroyed his pursuers. He soon arrived at his destination, a secure facility hidden in the business district of Lausanne, where 0512, the accountant, was waiting. He wasn't exactly what Omni-Man expected. A floating brain in a huge jar connected to a series of supercomputers.
So, wait, so he did beat that thing that fat? Like,
Vanished entirely. 1 down, 12. Hope you're grateful, he said. Death whispered, I hope you get to taste it one day too.
I thought this was like in his imagination and then something else happened. This really is.
I'm in control of my own actions. Yes.
It was that easy for him?
As you know. With a single punch, Omni-Man destroyed the ritual ground setup that kept the entity bound. It dissipated like smoke and vanished entirely.
Why even waste time talking to him if you know all he has to do is destroy your ritual thingy? What the hell is whatever, bro. Anyway.
A floating brain in a huge jar connected to a series of supercomputers with a large spiderweb of wires.
What could it do? What could the floating head thing do? It couldn't like cyclically attack him psychically, like mentally. Like it couldn't like try to keep him from doing that. Just easily getting rid of it. Come on, man. Something.
The body of this man had died long ago, but the council wanted to preserve his genius mathematical mind for future generations. He was the heart of the Foundation's finances, running every calculation and account through the gray matter of his brilliant but disembodied mind. And now another thing was about to go through his mind. Omni-Man's fist. Soon weapon drones swarmed the room.
Yo, these enemies are starting to look really weak in comparison. Like the other thing, I thought that was gonna like whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? Because like it didn't seem like it had a physical body. Maybe like he could like it could like easily like fuck him up. I don't know. But apparently it didn't. And yeah. And now we have a brain. Like now they're just looking weak, bro.
Some were mounted with submachine and laser guns, and others packed with explosives, and they all scrambled towards Omni-Man. As each one collided with him or opened fire, the bullets and shrapnel simply bounced off of his freakishly durable skin. It didn't take long for Omni-Man and 0512 to be in the room. They should have let you die long ago, Omni-Man said. He drove his fist through the plexiglass jar with little effort, splattering the brain within and sending the preservative fluid cascading over the edge of the plinth. 2 down, 11 to go. He cornered 0511, the father of lies, at a secret facility embedded deep in a mountain in Siberia. He needed to kill hundreds of heavily armed troops to get to the man. But in the end, he was every bit a fleshy, vulnerable human being as everyone else. The fact that he was a snappy dresser certainly wouldn't save him. Soon, Omni-Man was holding him over the edge of a sheer cliff. with nothing but unforgiving icy rocks below. He'd read in the file that he stole from the 0513 facility that 11 was the one in command of signing off on all the D-class terminations. It probably didn't feel so good to have someone else managing his own termination. With a private smirk, Omni-Man threw him over the edge. 11 screamed all the way down, until a brutal crunch silenced him. Only 10 to go. Omni-Man was lucky.
Again, like, everybody looking real defeatable. You know what I'm saying? Real opposite of invincible. Real vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing?
To find the next one.
Okay.
0510, the archivist, a woman who often secreted herself away in the Wanderer's library. He never would have been able to find one of the ways into the library had it not been for instructions left in the same data he'd pilfered earlier. And this time, he was in for slightly more of a fight. In the endless twisting corridors of the library, the archivist battled Omni-Man with all the magical abilities she'd gained from the many arcane tomes of this timeless place.
Okay, good
She
shit.
threw fireballs and unleashed powerful blasts of electricity that sparked up along his Viltrumite body. They caused pain, but never seemed to actually cause damage. Pretty soon, Omni-Man decided to end it.
I like how you put that. It caused pain, but it never seemed to actually cause damage.
He swooped in and murdered the archivist with a single decisive strike, spraying her blood across the books.
Okay.
Only 9 left to kill now.
Very
The foundation would fall, and Viltrum would add Earth to its vast empire. In a high-rise in the center of New York City, Omni-Man faced off against Donna Wedu Taylor, 059, an acclaimed geologist who was recruited into the council from the public sector. Being a non-anomalous human being, she had no hope of surviving against Omni-Man. When he smashed in through the window, she pulled an MP5K from underneath her desk and peppered the room with a hail of bullets. Not long after, she was dead, and Omni-Man had more blood on his gloves. 058 was already taken care of by the time Omni-Man arrived. It turned out he'd been assassinated by the other members of the council years ago after his actions resulted in a deadly SCP-682 containment breach.
That sucks.
He wasn't frustrated by this news. Omni-Man still had plenty of people to kill today. With 058 already dead, Omni-Man immediately made his way to a compound in Kandahar where 057 was testing new anomalous weapons. Omni-Man became an unwilling test subject for one of these weapons, and when he was hit in the chest with a projectile from an experimental railgun, he would be ashamed to admit it did knock the breath out of him, but only for a moment. 7 was down below watching. A South Asian woman in her mid-40s in a neat business suit, surrounded by elite tactical warriors with laser weaponry. Perfect. He'd make this one nice and quick. Omni-Man swooped down like a bird of prey, simply tanking the volley of laser blasts that glanced off his invincible body. He hit the ground like a missile, causing a shockwave that killed not only 7, but all the operatives around her.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Like... What? Why is this? I'm starting to wonder why this is a video. But the thumbnail made it look like he got his ass kicked at some point. So I'm holding out hope.
That was yet another member of the most powerful people in the world committed to the grave.
Yeah, that she was
Just 6
easy.
more to go now, and the mission would be done. He didn't expect the mission to take him to a vast ranch in West Texas, where the next member of the 05 Council liked to waste his days. He was Rufus King, 056, also known as the American. He earned that.
The America.
Dressing like a classic cowboy, complete with a bolo tie, 10-gallon hat, and some big old boots. When Omni-Man flew in, Rufus pulled out a pair of anomalous 6-guns out of holsters at his hips, firing perfectly aimed magnum rounds at the homicidal ex-hero. Shockingly, Omni-Man felt the impact of every single round as it hit his body, pounding into his muscles and seeming to zap his strength. You think any of your alien bull honky can beat anomalous American ingenuity, Viltrum?
There's nothing special about the guns or the bullets. It's just America. Yeah, Viltrum, you forgot about America. All right, bro.
Matt, Rufus barked with a distinctive Texas twang. I'm gonna break you like a rambunctious bronco, you little snot. Omni-Man hated to acknowledge it, but this terrible Texan had him on the ropes. Anytime he tried to get close, he got a face full of anomalous lead. At one point, Omni-Man spun out and smashed into the ground. The American started at lead ropes, not.
Aren't those guns 6-shooters, by the way? How fast is this guy reloading? It's a kitty.
Omni-Man hated to acknowledge he got a face full of anomalous lead. At one point, Omni-Man spun out and smashed into the ground. The American started advancing towards him, uncoiling his favorite anomalous bullwhip. Was he about to hogtie a superhuman? But Omni-Man reached into the dirt and grabbed a small stone. He threw it at the American's head, piercing his skull and killing him instantly. Another one bites the Texas dust. 055 and 05.
Well, at least he pushed him back for a hot second, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just like that one chick, the wizard chick did. Didn't last long, though.
Were having an emergency meeting in Australia in the back of a moving armored vehicle, trying to formulate a plan on how they could counter the threat who was currently tearing through their numbers. They all came upon a nasty shock when the vehicle they were in was lifted up into the sky and then tossed down at the ground at incredible speeds.
Overweight.
Everyone on the inside, both council members and their guards, quickly took on the consistency of chunky soup.
Ew,
Only 3
nasty.
left to kill. 053 was an AI, easily deleted once his databanks in Berlin were destroyed, cutting off the remaining members of the council from each other.
Okay.
It was astonishing how many members
Why not take that one out first?
of the council weren't even human, but they all fell or disappeared just the same. The penultimate peril was 052, a woman in a hat and shawl that covered most of her face, accompanied by a strange and elderly assistant. They presented no resistance as Omni-Man floated down in front of them.
Wait. The elderly was the assistant, and not the other way around. So it's not like, I get like the agent is the one pushing the wheelchair. But the elderly is the assistant? It said. All right. I wonder what he's assisting her with.
You're showing no fear, Omni-Man said. Interesting. Death comes for us all eventually, the woman replied. Just know that as you kill me, you're not doing it because it's your decision. And Omni-Man did indeed kill them, but he didn't understand what she'd meant. The day of carnage was one for the history books. The SCP Foundation threw everything they had into the fight. Elite forces, cutting-edge technology, and their most impenetrable defenses. But it wasn't enough. Omni-Man tore through them all, leaving nothing but devastation in his wake. 12 of the 13 members of the 05 Council were dead. All that remained was the oldest and most mysterious of them all.
Number 1. The legend who used to be the leader of one of the greatest Kids Next Door operative bases. Now known as number 13. Well, 13th on the list, but he's number 1. Yeah. He is now known as whatever SCP Foundation thing this is. Congratulations, number 1. You continue to do us all proud.
051. And while Omni-Man had to hunt the others down, this one sent him a psychic communique rolling out the welcome wagon. I'm in sub-Saharan Africa, Nolan. I just sent you the coordinates. Meet me. It didn't take the vindictive former superhero more than 5 minutes to reach his destination. It seemed like an anonymous piece of desert, until a punch to the ground shattered the bomb-proof casing of a subterranean bunker. Omni-Man floated down into the darkness below, searching for the last target. The one that would truly bring the greatest threat to his mission on Earth, the SCP Foundation, to its knees. There's no point in hiding, he said. You're only delaying the inevitable. A voice from the darkness rang out saying, Don't you think it was too easy finding all of us? The most secretive organization in the multiverse, and a breadcrumb trail led you to each and every one of us. Omni-Man didn't have to entertain this nonsense. He had his mission, and there was no way in this universe or any other that he would trip at this hurdle. He descended deeper into the bunker, which took on the strange quality of a darkened house of mirrors, preserved by some kind of strange anomalous illusion. But
imagine one of the rooms they have kryptonite in it. And I know kryptonite is Superman. This is not Superman. I get it, but just imagine.
this would not stop him. It would only slow him down. His hunt continued into the strange bowels of the bunker, its many twisting and impossible hallways. That's when he heard the voice again. "You're a soldier, Nolan. You should be used to your thoughts not being your own." With his enhanced hearing, he zeroed in on the direction of the voice and flew in that direction at high speeds.
Well, I mean, that chick said the last chick he killed. I'm pretty sure she's the one that said, "You kill us, but not of your own will." Something like that.
Pushing through wall after wall of solid concrete in the way, and yet somehow there was no target on the other side. Just more strange, twisted hallways. "You really think these stupid little tricks will stop me?" he said. "Stop you? Nolan, I've been helping you the whole time," the disembodied voice said. "Once a sentry, I think it's valuable to have a personnel change. The infighting among the council can make it tricky to get anything done. In these instances, it's valuable to bring in an outside element to clean house." Nolan refused to listen. Clearly, this was just more idiotic human mind games. He'd find this worthless creature and crush it like the insect it is. Suddenly, a floodlight turned on, bathing Omni-Man in stark white light. His eyes quickly adjusted to the glare, and he saw a very old man standing in the darkness, wrapped in rags, with cold, cruel eyes. This was 051. "Well, you wanted to see..."
Number one, bro. Nigel? I don't know. You looking old, fam. You looking old. Hey, you're not bald anymore? How'd you get your hair? How'd you saw that? And he got the fucking beard, man. You doing it big, man. Okay.
"Me? Here I..." Before he could even finish the sentence, Omni-Man swooped in, but something stopped him in his tracks. It was as though an invisible hand, one of impossible strength, was holding him in place. He looked back and saw that some arcane object had been pinned into his shadow. It was SCP-272, an old iron nail, capable of rooting anyone in place if their shadow is pierced. As much as Omni-Man struggled, he couldn't move. His incredible strength was useless. He was at the mercy of the strange old man, who pulled a device with a large red trigger on it out of his robes. "I commissioned a project that was controversial among my contemporaries," 051 said. "The children. 9 psychic youngsters of exceptional power harnessed like batteries to get the full benefit of their capabilities. It was the only way we could turn the tables on a certain group of reality warpers far more destructive than even yourself, Nolan."
Damn.
Omni-Man strained, his body trembling under the pressure as veins bulged and tendons in his neck tightened. "I'm gonna rip you apart atom by atom!" the Viltrumite yelled. "Funny," said 051. "I was just thinking about doing the same to you."
Damn.
"I could have done this at any point, by the way. Just thought you should know." 051 squeezed the trigger on his device. In a distant, undisclosed zone under a mile of concrete, the children activated. Their combined psychic force attacked Nolan on a quantum level, manipulating and contorting the subatomic particles that made up his smallest components. He made one more cry of rage, and then he was gone, leaving only an empty space where he used to be. 051, alone again, smiled. Nolan had been such a wonderful help in his plans to restructure. Tomorrow, promoting the new members begins. Now check out SCP.
Yo, low-key, that's that's devious. You're number one in the group, right? And you just plan to have your entire group taken out by one of your enemies, by one of the group's enemies, and it was all just so you could clean house, so you could put together a different group. That's devious, bro. That is. But like, at the same time, he just got a bunch of children locked up and just in a locking machine, just pushing a button to activate some shit to send Omni-Man to a different dimension or something. I don't know, man. That's interesting. It's weird. I like it. And man even gloated talking about, "I could have done this at any time, by the way. I just wanted to let you know I was toying with you, fam. You really ain't shit to me. Damn. Bye. And then pushes the button. Sheesh. That's tough. But anyway, I don't know what y'all thought about that. I was like, okay, what's the point in this? Because like Omni Man was just taking everybody out one by one easily. You know what I'm saying? No sweat. And then he gets to the last person and it's like, oh shit, that's a twist. I liked it. Anyway, links will be in the description below. Shout out to SCP Explain Story and Animation. Low key, I was mad at first because it was so easy for him. And I was like, okay, what are we watching? What are we doing here? But anyway, I like the twist at the end. So let's get into this next video. Let's not. Let's play some actually, I don't know. I might just log, to be honest. I got some shit I need to take care of, and I am behind in time. So I'm gonna head out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. You could have been anywhere in the world, doing anything in the world, but you were here with me. I appreciate it. Peace.